بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين نبينا مولانا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين ربي زدني علما ربي زدني علما ربي زدني علما ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي ربي يسر ولا تعسر وتمم بالخير وبك نستعين يا فتاح يا عليم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد. My dear respected brothers, sisters and kids watching here today, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah, it's me, Tamjeed Al Kadir, and I'm back for another lecture, another topic for you guys to watch, inshallah, and for first of all for me to take benefit from, then inshallah we can all take benefit from it. So the topic today, which I'll be talking about, is charity and the benefits of charity. So inshallah, let's begin. So often when we refer to charity, we often refer to sadaqah. And what does sadaqah mean? Sadaqah means the voluntary charity, the optional charity. Sadaqah can be given to anyone in any form, such as building a house, donating a meal, or even a smile. You know, a smile can be charity, the sadaqah, and your guidance upon someone who is lost. So what I mean is sadaqah can be given in many forms. And the Prophet ﷺ also said in a hadith, the believer's shade on the day of judgment, on Yawm al-Qiyamah, will be his charity. Tirmidhi. So the Prophet said our shade on Yawm al-Qiyamah will be our charity. Whatever we are giving, that will be our shade on Yawm al-Qiyamah. On the day on Yawm al-Qiyamah, when the sun will be a handspan away from us, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will shade and shelter those who went out of their way. They gave their charity, you know, they sacrificed that £1 that they could have, or whatever the currency is, they sacrificed that and they actually gave it in charity and invested in the akhirah. That's the end result. They're going to get shelter, they're going to get shaded. So it's worth the wait. You might as well give your charity. On the day when Allah will shade those, you should also remember that you won't just be shaded. By giving charity, you're actually protecting yourselves. How? Because the Prophet ﷺ said, give charity without delay, for it stands in the way of calamity. Tirmidhi. So the Prophet ﷺ said, give your charity without delay. Don't delay your charity, because charity stands in the way. It stands in the way of calamity. The problem's coming, don't worry, you got that barrier, you got that shield. You got that shield that any calamity, any tragedy, misfortune, anything that's coming, you don't need to worry, you can't even see it coming. You got that shield of the charity. You know, last night you donated that meal towards the needy. You don't need to worry. Because of that, you got a charity, a barrier that's protecting you now. So that's good, alhamdulillah. We should take benefit from that. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, be steadfast with your prayer and pay your charity for whatever good you send forth. For your future, you shall find it with Allah. And for Allah is well aware of what you do. So be steadfast in your prayer, pay your charity, and then whatever good you send forth, whatever you do, whether it's secretly, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will know. And send that good forth for your charity, for your future. Then you shall find it with Allah. You'll see on Yawm al-Qiyamah that how comes I've got this deed? Because you gave that charity. Subhanallah. And no matter how much charity it is, I'm here in UK, alhamdulillah, I'm here in London. So £1 here, £1 back home. Say for example, you send that back home, that is equivalent to a lot, which is the currency back home. So the currency it's like a hack, whatever you want to say, a cheat, hack, is something that we can take benefit from, an advantage. So say you're taking £1, you send it back home, the rates are going to be high. The currency that you're going to receive is going to be a lot. And with that, you can donate a full meal, you can donate food supplies, you can donate so much stuff. And that's actually something we can take benefit from, because something that might seem small to you here, but back home it's actually a lot. So subhanAllah, we can use that. and we can give so much back home, and it's going to be equivalent to whatever they really actually wanted that could provide them for a very long time. So giving sadaqah to orphans, the sick, the needy, and those that are weak, sadaqah not only protects us, it actually individually, the individual is actually guaranteeing themselves not just protection, but actually good deeds. We're receiving a ton of good deeds from this, as well as protection. So giving sadaqah is very good, and don't give it without delay. Just give it, because imagine that meal you wanted to go out for, you wanted to have that, or you wanted to go buy a drink from the local corner shop. But if you went to the mosque and gave that, just think about it. Just imagine that. You're going home, you come across a corner shop, you got some money on you, but there's a mosque nearby and there's a corner shop. You're thinking that, should I go to the corner shop, buy something, or should I actually invest in my akhirah instead of wasting the money on this world, and actually invest on my akhirah and actually be sheltered on Yawm al-Qiyamah, and inshallah get good deeds. And with that good deeds, inshallah, it's on top of the scale, and inshallah I will easily cross the bridge of Sirat, and inshallah end goal, end journey, end destination is Jannah. So you have to think about it. That's the choice you've got. Every day you have a choice. Invest in your akhirah or enjoy this world. I'm going with invest in your akhirah, of course. And as Muslims, we should try to do as much as good we can in this world in order for us to help, in order for it to help us in the afterlife. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions several times that those who donate their charity shall have many rewards. As well, on top of that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, inshallah, will forgive us. So Allah is repeating that to His ibad, His slaves, so much time, that we should give charity, because the reward is amazing. And nowadays we are struggling, so much people are struggling financially. They don't realize that if you give charity, say you give £1, it will be doubled to £2. Say you give 1 grand, it will be doubled or even multiplied from 1 grand. You, inshallah, charity will only never decrease you. The Prophet ﷺ says, no wealth of a believer of Allah is decreased because of charity. So no wealth that you have is decreased because of charity. That's the Prophet's words. Anything you give to charity is never decreased. Only you will find it being increased, inshallah. That's the benefit we can take from. We're struggling, give charity, you'll get more. That will help you go through the struggle, inshallah. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Baqarah, ayah number 274, الذين ينفقون أموالهم بالليل والنهار سرا وعلانية فلهم أجرهم عند ربهم ولا خوف عليهم ولا هم يحزنون. Those who give their charity by night and by day, secretly and publicly and openly, they shall find their reward with their Lord. They shall find their reward with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And on top of that, and no fear will be concerning them, nor will they grieve. Subhanallah. It's Allah's words. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saying, if you give your charity by night and by day, secretly, publicly, openly, you shall find your reward with Allah. Yes, there's no doubt. But on top of that, no fear will be concerning you. Imagine that, no fear, nor will you grieve. Subhanallah. Surah Baqarah, ayah number 274, once again. And we should take benefit from this. In conclusion, my brothers and sisters, what I'm trying to say to you today is give charity. whatever difficulty you have in life, give charity. Say to Allah, Ya Rab, I have given charity, I've went out of my way, give charity, please help me with this. Inshallah, it will be answered, you will be perfect. Just give your charity, then you'll understand the benefit of it. And you'll say, I'll give more charity. After you experience something, then you'll actually want more. Say you're giving charity, next day you find out that's actually been multiplied. You'll of course want to give more. And that is the benefit of charity we should take from. Jazakallah khairan, my brothers and sisters and the kids, for watching this today. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. And inshallah, I pray that you're all well, and inshallah stay well. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.